Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Musings, where we are listening for a message from the universe about going for our big dreams. And we are utilizing Alana Fairchild, Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck, as the conduit for said message to come through. What do I mean by going for your big dreams? I mean, following that little soft voice inside, living your best life, being your most authentic self. And sometimes that takes courage because we are humans and we are a social creature. And what the people around us say and think means something to us. And so when we come up with an idea, or we come up with a thought, or we come up with "Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds interesting." And the people around us look at us like, "What? No. That's crazy. That's stupid. That's outlandish. We don't like it." We get small. We shift what we're interested in so that we fit in. And as we're growing up, that's really important. That really shapes us. That family dynamic, the people we're around, the core learning how to be a human, right? It's like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's unacceptable, so I can't do that," right? Or that's not how we do things. That's not a tradition, right? That's something weird, that's different, that's scary, that's dangerous, that's whatever it is for that particular unit that you're growing up in. And we take those into our lives. Um, but what really happens is that's what you grew up in. That's a perspective. That's a society that you live in. It's kind of like learning how the world works, right? But this thing happens when you become a teenager. You start to push the limits. You start to go, I I don't think that works for me. And you start pushing. And maybe you push a little too far and you get smacked and or down, verbally, mentally, emotionally, sometimes physically for those, yeah. Unfortunately. Um, and but you have this learning of like, oh, I need to stay within these walls. And what happens then after that is you become an adult and you remain living in these childhood structures that may not be the truth in your adult life. Because when you're an adult, you get to choose. You get to make the decisions. You get to say what's weird, what's strange, what's unacceptable. You get to say what's interesting, what's fantastical, what's amazing, let's do that some more. Because you're not living in this family structure anymore. You're not living in this, well, whatever structure it is, because some people don't have families. There's foster kids, there's orphans, there's people, there's people without a real parentage type of thing, that family, what we think of as the core family, raw. There's some people that don't have that. But you're still living in that structure that you grew up in. Like this is what the world looks like. And then you get to adulthood and you get to see that there's all kinds of ways that you could be structured and you get to choose. But what happens is that we're so used to that familial structure, that basic structure that we grew up in, that we don't realize we can change it. We can do something different. We can make different choices. Some of us do, the rebels of us, we're like, oh, we're going, we're changing everything. We could do complete opposite. Some of us just keep going. And some of us are somewhere in the middle. It's like, that's kind of cool. That's not, but you get to choose. And the place to start, I believe, is here in your heart, here in that place where your divine spark lives. And listen to that. Is it a place to move to? Is it a type of group that you want to be associated with? Is it an interest that you want to research? Is it a culture that you want to find out about? Is it, what is it that calls to you? Go back to that initial interest that may have gotten smushed because it was too different for that group. There's a group out there that does that. And you get to choose. And that's kind of what going for your big dream is making choices for yourself, not out of what these people have said, not out of what that group made you believe. That's true for them. They can have that. That's their world. It's not yours. You get to choose your world. You get to explore, discover, figure out, "Ooh, you know what? That piece of that works for me. But the other piece of that totally doesn't work for me." And you get to create your own traditions, your own life, right? You get to do that. So, all right, I have babbled on enough about going for your big dream, but that's what it is, right? So we're going to do a little meditation. We're, oh, excuse me, yawns are good, means things are shifting. I guess I needed to hear some of that myself. um, we're going to do a little meditation. We're going to pull the card and see what the message of the Oracle deck has for us today. But first, before we get into that, you know the drill. Hit that like and subscribe button. Ding, 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 ding. Butch, butch, butch. Pretty button. And there's a bell up there that will notify you when I go live next, which I try to do every day. Uh, some days I'm human. Most days I am here. I am trying to be here. It's coming up on a year that I've been doing this now. It's kind of fun. And thank you for everybody that has already subscribed and watches consistently. I appreciate you. So let's get into this. We'll do our little meditation, pull our card, and make things happen for your big dream. This chair is really weird. Okay, I think I got it. Human, being human. Okay. Get comfortable in your chair. Oh, big breath. Oh, and remember, yawns are good. They show what's shifting. And if you want to close your eyes, and just notice your body. Notice where your body feels good. Notice where it just works. The muscles expand and contract accordingly without pain. The joints move without pain. The organs are doing what the organs do. And the body is just working those areas that just work. Mm. Thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you for working, for keeping me healthy, for keeping me safe, for doing all the things to make sure that I continue in this life, that I survive. Oh, that I thrive. Thank you. And now I want you to scan your body and pay attention to those areas that don't feel so good. The areas that have some pain, that maybe are injured, that are extra tense, perhaps have some dis-ease. And I want you to thank these areas. Thank you for fighting. Thank you for sending me messages to protect me. Thank you for holding vigilance against mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical things that want to do me harm. I appreciate your protection. I appreciate your fight. I appreciate the notification that pain is that says, oh, just a minute, stop right here. Don't go any further this direction. We need to heal this. It's not ready. It's not strong enough. You need to rest. You need to take it easy so that it gets stronger so that you can continue on. And those areas of chronic pain, chronic tension, chronic dis-ease, that's your body fighting really hard. And chances are it's fighting something that happened a long time ago. It's fighting something. Maybe it was an incident, a situation, a person or a group of people, or an environment that you had to survive. You lived through because of these protective measures that your body put in place, that you put in place to keep you safe. Thank you. Thank you, body, keeping me safe, for creating that tense spot so that whatever it was couldn't get through and do any more damage. Thank you for that chronic pain, for showing up to let me know when things have gone too far. Thank you for that dis-ease to show up to fight off whatever it is that's trying to harm me. Thank you. Thank you, body. I appreciate you. And that situation, that incident, those people, that person, that environment no longer exists. It no longer surrounds me. And so we can stop fighting. We can release that. Let's close the loop. We can leave that in the past. And it might take some time for the body to realize this and to heal, especially if there's some dis-ease happening. But when we can get to the core of it and release what it's fighting, close the loop on that past environment, that past incident, those past people, I can heal with the help of medicine and all the external ways of taking care of our bodies. We help our body heal from the inside to close that loop, to complete that which our body doesn't know is done, so that we can move on. Thank you, body. And it's time to learn that those things are complete now. And as your body's getting used to this idea that it doesn't have to fight that anymore, I want you to go into your heart center. And I want you to notice all the boundaries, all the walls, all the things, the survival techniques, safety protocols that have been placed around your heart. And know that they're there for good reason. And some of them are still in place for a good reason. They need to be there, need to be a part of your life. And there are others that have outlived their usefulness. The thing that they're protecting against no longer exists. And it's okay to take those walls down now. It's okay to release that energy so that it can build something new, better, more creative, more fulfilling. And I want you to notice as you're looking at this wall of your protection, and I want you to see that there's a glow from behind it. And it's a beautiful color. And it has some warmth to it. And it's kind of intriguing and inviting. And so you start to walk through these boundaries as only you can do, since you're the architect. And you walk through these boundaries, and as you do, the light gets brighter and brighter, warmer, more comfortable, more inviting, more intriguing. And as you step over that very first boundary you ever set in your life, you step into the full light, comfortable, warm, cozy, yummy, beautiful light that is so bright, but not blinding. And you realize this is you. This is your divine spark. This is your gift to the world. This is what you've been protecting your whole life. And it's time. It's time to let that light shine. It's time to make choices so that that light can come to life, so that your gift can be given to this world. And as you are reunifying with your divine spark, I want you to reach out through your feet into the earth, connecting to that creative life force, and inviting that energy into your body, up through your feet, into your ankles, up your shins, to your thighs, up your spine, around your torso, and around your chest, into your shoulders, down your arms, up your neck, into your head, swirling around every cell in your body, bringing health, clearing out destruction, giving life force to rebuild better, new. And then that energy connects to your divine spark and says, yes, let's create. Let's bring your gift to life now. And now reach out through the top of your head, out into the sky, the stars, the galaxy, the universe, to that all knowing, all connected energy. That energy that holds the mysteries of the universe, holds that knowledge, holds the connection between each and every thing. And pulling that energy in, asking that energy to come in, inviting that energy down into your body. The vast knowledge, without knowing how you know, comes from this universal energy. That knowledge coming down into your mind, that connection coming down into your mind, down your neck, into your shoulders, down your arms, down your spine, into your chest, down into your torso, your hips, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, feet, swirling around your body, bringing knowledge and connection to every cell and connecting to your divine spark within, laying out the path in front of you to bring your gift to life. You get to choose. And as you step onto the path for your first time, for your next time, you see it illuminated with starshine. You see the obstacles, you see the tools along the way, you see the connections being made so that your journey forward is completely taken care of. You get to learn the lessons. You get to experience all of the path to bring your gift to life, to fulfill your big dream. Amen. Right, blessings. Amen. So mote it be. All right. Our card for today is New Birth, Guarded Vigilantly. New Birth, Guarded Vigilantly. Oh, in every creative process, in every birth, in every opening of a new cycle of life, there is a time of vulnerability. This time of vulnerability is natural and appropriate. It is the foal learning to become steady on its legs. Those legs will become remarkably powerful in time, but the process of growth and maturity has to take place. And that requires some wobbly first attempts. It cannot be any other way. Within you, perhaps even below the level of your conscious awareness, there is fresh new life emerging, like a vibrant green shoot rising up from the earth. This new life is in need of your attention and your care. This could be a new relationship that needs tending with interest and kindness. It could be a new idea that you need to nurture into fullness because it is going to hold special purpose for you and your life path. It might be something within you, a new behavior, a new way of looking at yourself, or a new way of being in the world that you need to tend until it becomes more natural for you to embody. This is most significantly so if you have also drawn the oracle of Defender to the end, the worthwhile. If you feel drawn to do so, you may read the guidance for that card now. Drawing either or both of these cards alerts you to the fact that the idea you are currently nurturing or soon will is of great importance to your life path. Pay appropriate attention or respect to the message of those cards, and you will reap great spiritual benefit and emotional well being. If you have also drawn the oracle of she feels, she knows, or feel intuitively guided to read the message for that card, then the importance will be far, excuse me, then the importance will be far reaching and long term in its influence. You must pay attention to the new life emerging for you now, or that you will soon sense. You must not be careless and think it doesn't matter. It matters greatly. Being careless now is akin to killing off the idea before it has a chance to grow strong enough to withstand criticism, jealousy, or sabotage by dark consciousness in others or yourself. We don't have to be frightened of destructive energy. It exists in nature and in us, and it is a part of life. We do, however, need to be intelligent to its potential power and stay centered in our heart and in our wisdom to avoid its ill effect upon that which we are nurturing into life. You will not always need to cloak that which is young. Soon enough, it will be able to stand up for itself. But for now, your vigilance and care is most certainly required. Hug your ideas to yourself as though they were a new lover you cannot bear to share with another. In time, the world will be the lover receiving the love in your idea. For now, it is for you to love, for you to hold, and for you to observe. Only allow those proven to be trustworthy to support you in this. Those who can handle the frequency of vibration of what you are seeking to nurture. Some may love you, but be frightened of what you are creating. Stay true to yourself and your creative power and be wise as to whom you invite into your inner sanctum. Witness this new life emerging. The oracle also brings particular guidance about keeping your inner sanctuary pure. This may be your room, a sacred place you visit, or your own body into which you retreat in relaxation or meditation. Sometimes you will find that others have taken up residence in your sanctuary. Perhaps an argument that you cannot let go of has another living in your head. A suffering that has not been acknowledged and released can feel like a big, old, dirty suitcase of emotional baggage cluttering up the temple space of your heart. It is time to focus on the purity, light, love, and compassion that dwells within you. Everything else will come and go, and that is just fine. But the purity within your sanctuary is eternal. You can come back to it to refresh your spirit and gain resources to help you deal with the rest of the world and even your own darker moments anew. It will give you the peace and spaciousness of mind you need to recognize the new life and to compassionately but firmly denounce any intrusion upon that new life by doubt, fear, or sabotage. New birth, guarded vigilantly. I love the butterfly spreading its wings, that transformation and the new Leaves, shoots coming off of her scarf. New birth. Guarded vigilantly. Let's do the healing process. We're going a little longer today. Thank you for sticking around. Close your eyes and relax. Focus on your breath for several moments. Imagine the external world fading away and allow yourself to step into your heart as though within you there is a silent, vast, open space. That space within is peaceful. Sense or see or feel that deep within that space, a tender young shoot is rising out of the earth. With tremendous courage and focus, it has summoned the energy to crack through the seed that once contained its life force. And it is reaching directly up towards the light, boldly determined to become a full, mature plant. Imagine that you are joyfully, lovingly, and consciously standing guard over that shoot. From a loving, aware, and strong space, you firmly move on any big muddy boots that would step on it, or any devouring insects that look rather interested in that tasty young morsel. You do this easily and effectively whilst remaining centered in your heart. Around you and the shoot are many beings of unconditional love. These may be ancestors, spiritual guides, beings of light, or angelic beings. You may sense darkness rise and fall around you, and the circle of light created by your love and the beings supporting you to protect this tender young shoot. You can notice that rise and fall of darkness whilst remaining calm, centered, and detached in your heart as you focus your love on the young plant. Watch it respond and grow strong. All is well. You may whisper to it, "You are safe, and you will go strong and thrive through unconditional love." So be it. In your own time, open your eyes, and you have completed your healing process. At any time, you can return to repeat this process, especially if you ever feel anxiety or fear about your new life being able to sustain itself and become strong. There is no need for worry. Just treat such feelings as an intuitive sign that this healing process will be helpful for you, and repeat it. You can do it daily for a few weeks if you are going through a particularly vulnerable period in your life. It will never do you any harm. It will only ever support you. New birth, guarded vigilantly. Your new birth, your new life, this thing that you're allowing to come through, that's always been there, that has maybe been closed off or shut down. It's time. It's time to let your light shine. And if you are wanting some support and encouragement and a place of safety to hold that, today we're having a Big Dreams wake up call. It's happening at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. And I do hope you'll come join us. It's a free hour where we're going to dig into what that dream is, what that divine spark within you is, so that you recognize it and have some clarity around it. And then you can move forward. You'll have some action steps to move forward in making this a reality, pulling it down out of the ether from within you to bring it to the world, to put it into your life so that you are aligned and authentic. There's information, there's a link down below in the description. And I do hope that you'll come join us. Until then, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And hopefully I'll see you today. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.